Captain Algebra here. It is the 1st of July, so you know what that means. It is time for my monthly pickups. So this is what I picked up in the month of June. Get started with something that I forgot last month. Went to Game Corner and picked up F-Zero X Complete in Box. So next, now all this stuff will be from this month. Back in, for Christmas, my mother-in-law got me Bayonetta 1 and 2 for the Wii U, but it was just in a GameStop case, and that was bothering me. So I did trade that one in and picked up the actual case for Bayonetta 1 and 2. And then with the trade-in money, I went to Game Corner and picked up Time of the Sword of Baseball Complete Box. I had it loose, but it was like $1, so I picked that up. Then we've got, for the Sega Genesis, Gargoyles. I think it was John Hancock did a Hidden Gems video with Metal Jesus, and that was recommended, so I wanted to pick up that. And then Toxic Crusaders. And then last, picked up Complete in Box Punch-Out. I've got Mike Tyson's Punch-Out loose, but I wanted this version also. And then another time I went to Game Corner, I picked up some other stuff. So we've got, for the NES, Jackal, Gray Cart, Legend of Zelda. I have the Gold Cart Complete Box. And then I picked up Donkey Kong 64 Box and Manual. Already had the game, but wanted that complete because it's one of my favorite games as a kid. And then last month I did pick up a 3DS, and so it was the Zelda edition, Hyrule edition. So I had to get a Zelda case, carrying case, and it's kind of cool. It does come with two styluses. So you got the Master Sword and the Hylian Shield. So that's pretty cool. And then I also picked up one 3DS game, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Love Luigi's Mansion. This one's not quite as good as the original, but still a lot of fun. I'm almost finished with it, but it's been fun. Went to some garage sales, haven't really found anything, but I picked up for the Wii, Cabela's Big Game Hunter 2012. Not a hunter or anything, but the Cabela games are a lot of fun on the Wii, just with the motion controls and the point and shooting. Makes it a lot of fun. And then, if you've been watching my channel, you saw that I did a Crash Bandicoot run-through, so I had to pick up Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy. I'm not going to say too much because I think I'm going to do my first review on this game, but I did enjoy it. Obviously this week I played through the first Crash Bandicoot and played through the second one. I didn't record that one, but so far I've beat the first Crash Bandicoot on here. Overall, it's really good, but there are a couple things I didn't like about it that makes me might want to just stick with playing the original on the PS1. But like I said, I'm hoping to review this, so I'll go in more depth there. But then the best part of the pickups, I went home to visit my family for one of my nephew's birthdays. And I got up there, and my brother's sister-in-law, her husband, or her fiance, said that there's a garage sale with a bunch of video games. And so it was open the rest of the weekend, so I decided I wasn't going to leave my nephew's birthday party, so I went the next morning. And there was a lot of stuff, and it was all really good prices. So I picked up a bunch of stuff. First, we got a Complete Box PlayStation controller. I just thought it was cool. PlayStation 1 was the first system that I owned personally. I didn't have to share it with anyone, so I loved the PlayStation 1. So I thought it was cool finding a controller. And then for the PlayStation 1, picked up a couple games. We've got Grand Theft Auto Director's Cut. So it's got the GTA and London 1969. We've got Evil Dead, Hail to the King. Then a black box Jet Moto, or Black Label. I had the green, or the greatest hits, so I wanted to pick up that. They also had Jet Moto 2 Black Label, and for some reason I thought I already had the Black Label version, but I have the greatest hits, so I wish I would have picked that up. Got Metal Gear Solid Black Label. I had the greatest hits, so traded that in. And then Long Box Twisted Metal. One of my original games that I played on the PlayStation. I absolutely love this game, so when I saw the Long Box, I had to have it. For the PlayStation 2, Drakengard. Only played a little bit just to try it out. It is by Square Enix. Seemed like a lot of fun. So I'm looking to get into that one a little bit. Next we had some Super Nintendo games. ActRaiser 2 loose. They weren't a ton of Super Nintendo games. I think this is the only loose one that I saw. But I always heard good things about ActRaiser, so I thought I'd get this since it was cheap. Seems like a lot of fun. And then we got a couple complete in box games. Kirby's Avalanche, fun puzzle game. Buster Bust Loose, which I already had the game, but I figured I'd pick it up complete box since it was cheap. And then I did actually get a sealed game for the Super Nintendo, Metal Combat Falcon's Revenge. So it's still sealed. I know I always say that I don't believe in sealed games, but until I can test to see if my Super Scope works, I'm not going to open it. So for right now it's sealed, but I'm sure I'll unseal it eventually. Then we got some Sega Genesis games. Complete in box, Star Trek, The Next Generation, Echoes from the Past. Powermonger, a strategy game I don't know if I'll ever really play, but I really like the artwork on there. I think it looks pretty cool. Then we got Miss Pac-Man, already had it, but now it's complete in box. Pink Goes to Hollywood, and if you watch Back in the Day Gamer, he just picked this up recently. He said it was a lot of fun. I picked it up right away at the beginning of June, so I had it before he talked about it, but he loved it, so excited to give that one a try. And then probably my favorite game out of those Sega Genesis games is Rastan Saga 2, a fun little hack and slash. And like I said, those are all complete in box. Then for the Game Boy Advance, we got Breath of Fire 2. And last are just some Xbox 360 games. So we've got Two Worlds Collector's Edition. Had never played this game. Seems kind of fun. And then if you watched my Games That Shaped Me video from a few months ago, got the Halo Reach Limited Edition. I absolutely love Halo Reach, so when I saw this I had to pick it up. It's really cool. It's kind of like a black box, and then you can open it up. And you got the game, and then when you lift that up, there's an little black envelope with stuff in it from Dr. Halsey's notes and stuff. So it's kind of cool. Like I said, all these were very cheap. I probably got it, I don't know, a quarter of the price of what all of it was worth. So I was pretty excited for all that. Let me just slip these back in. And then last, one of my favorite pickups from this month, which I will definitely do a Let's Play on pretty soon. Death Smiles, limited edition. So Radical Reggie on Metal Jesus talked about Death Smiles, a really fun shooter, and this thing was fantastic. I only played it for a little bit of time, but it's so much fun. It's kind of cool. You can shoot both right and left, depending on which trigger button you press it. And it was just a lot of fun. So like I said, I'll do a review, or not a review, a Let's Play on that. So there you go. There is my pickups for June of 2017. So I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, this is Captain Algebra, signing off.